Today's video is an editing breakdown of the Pirate commercial that I shot a little over a week ago here at home. Let's take a look first. The first thing you should know about this commercial is that every shot was planned out. It's not like some of my other projects where I take a bunch of different shots, different angles, and then later I put the pieces of the puzzle together in the editing process. No, for this commercial, 90% of what you saw was planned out. It was already on paper before I even started shooting. If you haven't seen that behind the scenes video, maybe take a look at it first. You can find it here somewhere. The main focus when editing something like this is getting the sound design right, the music and the atmosphere of the commercial. The music I found on Epidemic Sound. Check out the link in the description for a free 2-month trial. Now, it's pretty simple. I went to their website, typed in Pirate and listened to all the tracks. Most of these tracks are those epic movie soundtracks. But I wasn't looking for something like that because I found it a little bit too obvious. Already been done, you know what I mean? And then I found this track. And that was perfect. It's a little bit quirky, but still with the whole pirate vibe, and then in the background something mysterious that goes really well with the Kraken, the monster. So that's the music track. Now let's start with the first shot, that opening shot. We're in DaVinci Resolve, but like most of my videos, I use basic editing techniques that you can do in Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, no problem. It's a classic opening shot, but it felt a little bit too static. I wanted the viewer to feel like they're on a pirate ship. So on top of the dolly out movement, I added some rotation to get the feel of being on a pirate ship out in the open sea. To emphasize that feeling, I added the sound of a wooden ship. And then something that probably just a few of you have noticed, or maybe not even anyone. Do you see the rum in the top of the bottle there? It's moving. The original shot didn't have that movement, but for me it felt wrong because we're on a moving ship, but the rum is dead still, it doesn't move. I could have easily done that while shooting, you know, move the bottle before I took the shot, but I didn't, and I noticed that something felt wrong when it was too late, when I was editing. So what I did here is, I cut out the top of the bottle from another shot where the rum was moving, and I laid it on top of the other shot. Then I added some keyframes so that the movement of both clips matched, and it's almost perfect. I bet you didn't notice. Okay, and then the transition to the next shot is a light leak transition. You can find these on stock footage websites, but you can also find free clips if you look around on Google. It's basically a video of a light leak that's on top of the two clips, and then you have to change the blend mode to screen, and that's it. Light leak transition. And to make the transition even stronger, I added a whoosh sound. Then for this shot I added a speed ramp with a whoosh sound, classic. And all the shots cut to the beat of the music, of course. Nothing special for this shot. And then this one, another speed ramp combined with a zoom, so that zoom is digital. A whoosh sound to emphasize, and then a really important extra detail. I added a monster sound, like a roar that you can hear when zoomed in on the Kraken. Because then in the next shot, where the ice cube, the skull-shaped ice cube flies in the glass, I wanted it to look and sound like a cannon being fired. You know, like the pirates are shooting at the monster. That's what I did there. So it's a speed ramp in the beginning of the shot and then back to normal speed when the ice cube touches the glass to make it really look like a cannonball. Of course, I added the sound of a cannon being fired and another light leak and smoke overlay. It's exactly the same as the light leak, so it's a video clip of smoke, set the blending mode to screen and boom, smoke. Now, the sound I used for the ice is first of all just ice cubes being dropped in a glass, but also the sound of coins falling. I don't know, I felt like it went perfect in this pirate ship theme. And for me at least, it doesn't sound weird in combination with the ice. Then, this transition is another speed ramp with a cross dissolve. Simple. Here, ice being dropped in the glass with the sound of ice cubes. And all the sounds are sound effects, by the way. Nothing is recorded in real time. Now, here's the part where some of you got confused, but I see or I hear why. So what happened is, when I poured the rum in the glass for the shot, it made that distinct glue 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 sound. But only for a second before the rum came out of the bottle, this sound. So I wanted that sound before the rum started to come out of the bottle in the shot. The sound even starts before the shot. Now in my head it sounded fine, but I do understand why some of you thought it was a mistake. Because if you don't know that, it sounds like rum hitting the glass. And in that case, the sound starts too early. But yeah, so that's what's going on here. So basically, just the rum being poured in the glass with that pouring sound underneath. The zoom here is digital, just like a few other shots by the way. Then we have another light leak transition with a whoosh sound. And then the final shot. And to end it with a bang, more cannon fire.
All hands on deck!
And of course a pirate yelling some pirate stuff. And this is where you can hear the sound of the sea and the ship again. That was underneath everything the whole time. Okay, and then on top of all the clips are two extra tracks with overlays. One is dust and the other one smoke. The smoke is there for just a few shots and the dust in almost all shots, but I blurred it out a little bit. Again, same with the blending mode set to screen. Alright, and before I forget, the cherry on top is the skull ice cube. They look really cool, but it was so difficult to get the light on the ice cubes and the glass and the rum right at the same time. There was always something off. So in the shots where you can't really see the face of the skulls, I put a photo of one of those ice cubes on top, just an image, and then I played around with the blending mode. Set to multiply, I was able to enhance the features of the face of the skull. Okay, and that's it guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and above all, I hope you've learned something. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, you know, all those things. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.